Well, the Warriors fall 30-21 to the Ashland Eagles. Joe Abramson along with Rod Beard. And Rod, tough loss for the Warriors, but you could tell from Tony's conversation with Coach Winters, he found his quarterback.
Yeah, he was very impressed, and I think I was very impressed, too, by what Jake Amrine was able to do in his first career start. 3 touchdowns, almost 200 yards, and he looked good. That's the most important thing.
And he said it, hey, you commit turnovers and you don't force turnovers the other way, you're not going to win the game. And they're going to watch the film and see that. That is the story of that game. That, and I think Tony was right. The third down conversions, those were a big deal.
Yeah, and when you make mistakes that you opportunities to score and you give them to plumb field position opportunities, yeah, those are things you look back and you wish had gone differently.
Well, speaking of looking back, let's look back to the first half, to those highlights. Warriors had it tied up at halftime. Started out not so good, though. They botched a punt attempt. That turned into a short field, a 25-yard scoring drive capped by Andrew Vaughn's first touchdown run, first of 2 on the day for him.
Vaughn had a nice game as well. He averaged about 10 yards a carry. And those 2 touches, that was a force on their offense.
And on third down, I think we're going to see this a lot in the future. Amrine to Roberson.
Yeah, and that was his best throw of the day, I think. Just right there in the corner. One guy could get it. It was Roberson. He hauled that in for his first TD.
That tied it up. Ashland, they got the lead back. Luke Ogie, a 12-yard touchdown run, just following his blockers and falling into the end zone. That's a nice backup running back. Yeah,
they had 2 good running backs. And, again, their quarterback, Brenner, played nicely for them as well. But the running game is what carried the day.
With 9 seconds to go in the half, though, Steve Glenn with the first touchdown catch of his career from Jake Amrine. And that tied it up at the half. Warriors were in this ballgame. The Warriors were in this ballgame right up to the end. Let's take a look at the second half. Warriors had their chances, but Ashland, they were the ones able to make the most of their opportunities. Vaughn, this was a sweet run. Best run of the day for either team.
Yeah, Vaughn was just elusive, and the cutback right there, another quick cutback, got to the right side and got in the end zone. Wayne State did not have a defensive answer for him.
You know, Wayne State had the ball for almost 20 minutes in the first half. They had it for 10 in the second half. That's such a big difference. Hey, first of 3 field goals for Satchel Denton. And he was huge.
That time of possession just flipped the script from the first half to the second half. And then Amrine came right back and got this one in the end zone.
Yeah, we said we think we're going to see this a lot in the future. Well, we saw it twice tonight. Amrine to Roberson and uncovered. Made a move. He's fast. He's got good hands. They're going to go to him a lot. And then this fumble. This was the backbreaker. Stinson lost it. They got it back. That turned into another field goal. That makes it a 6-point game. And then right at the end, Denton got his 3rd field goal. That made it 9 points. That made it pretty much out of reach for the Warriors. 30 seconds to go, you're not going to get 2 scores. You see those numbers, the rushing yards stand out to me.
Yeah, and the passing yards really for Wayne State is the one where they had such difficulty in the first 2 games. But those last 2 lines, third down conversions where Ashland was able to get back on top of that, and then the 3 turnovers just completely hurt Wayne State.
You know, and Coach Paul Winters said, you know, he referred to it as 4 or 5. Well, the botched punt attempt technically isn't a turnover, or officially isn't a turnover. That's a turnover as far as you're concerned when you lose 15 yards on that play instead of punting it away 30 or 40 yards.
And it's so deep in your territory is the thing.
Yeah. It just, what a rough way to start the game. Hey, the Warriors got to regroup. At least for the first time this season, the same guy is going to start at quarterback 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, you would think, and Jake Amrine is going to give them a lot of confidence of a guy who can run that offense and put some points on the board in the first half and the second half. I think they found a quarterback, and that's a good thing.
And it's good for the coaches. It's good for Jake, and I think it's good for the rest of the offense because at least now there's certainty for them, too. The line knows who they're blocking for. The running backs know who they're behind. The receivers know who they're getting the ball from. Everybody can kind of go on that flow instead of having to adjust to the intricacies of 3 different guys.
Yeah, and I think that's the key takeaway from this game. Yes, it's a loss, but yes, you have a quarterback, and yes, your offense can start to form its own kind of personality based off Jake Amrine.
Hey, Warriors took a tough one. They'll go on the road next week, and then we'll be back once again right here on CN900. The final score tonight, Ashland 30, Wayne State 21. For my partner Rod Beard, for Tony Ortiz, for our director Mike Johnson, and for all of the hard-working crew here at CN900, I'm Joe Abramson. We'll catch you next time with more Wayne State Warrior football.